In 1973, my family lost something we never truly got back. My younger brother drowned while we were on holiday in Wales. At a narrow tributary, flat, calm, almost inviting, pulled him out to sea. His body was never found. Later, the authorities put up a warning sign. Too late for us. We moved away, tried to start over. Years passed. By 1990, I found comfort in solitude, recording the natural world. Birdsong, stillness. There were rumours of a red kite near a small holding by a brook cutting through open fields. At twilight, I went looking. I waited. Darkness settled. No red kite. An owl hooted nearby. Once, twice, then stopped. I was looking through my infrared lens when I saw it. A silhouette, standing on the opposite bank of the brook, still, watching. And without knowing why, I thought of my brother. There was a sudden flash, white and blinding, like a camera going off inches from my face, and the figure was no longer across the water. It stood in front of me. Its head was too large, pear-shaped, its arms long and dangling. It lifted black membranous skin from its eyes, revealing bright blue eyes, human eyes. I couldn't move. Then it spoke, in my brother's voice. It told me the world was changing. The earth was slipping into a fifth dimension. The other races were coming, not to conquer, but to prepare us. Earth mattered, it said. Its resources, its future. Then another flash lit the field. As it turned, I saw a mark on its leg, the letter M. My brother had the same tattoo, for Michael. The creature said it was only scouting, that I should not be afraid when they come. It vanished in another flash. Something streaked across the sky. Then there was only the brook, the field, and me. Was it an alien encounter? A message from beyond? Or grief finding a voice after years of silence? In 2005, I accompanied a friend to therapy sessions for his legs. One afternoon in May, we went to a deer park in the Midlands. We arrived at exactly 3:30. Spring should have been loud with life, but the place felt strangely hollow. Our path ran beside a narrow stream that fed a reservoir. A 7-foot dry stone wall circled the water. No deer, no birdsong, just the sound of our footsteps and the slow movement of water. It felt watched, but empty. In the middle of the park stood a small tea room. A notice hung on the door, closed for renovations. Nearby sat the ranger's cottage. Everything looked normal, and yet it felt abandoned, like time had paused without telling anyone. Because of my friend's recent operation, we walked slower than usual. On the way back, I noticed the ranger's jeep parked behind the tea room. That's when the feeling hit me, the unmistakable sense of being watched. Then I heard it, a strange chirping sound, not mechanical, not animal, something in between. Near the wall by the reservoir, I saw what I first thought was a diver, a figure in a black suit. As we got closer, I realised it wasn't a suit. It was skin, black scales, red eyes with yellow pupils like a cat's, an amphibian nose, and a long black tongue slipping from its mouth. I almost touched my friend's shoulder, but stopped. If he panicked, we'd both be in danger. My friend walked ahead, talking to himself, unaware. When he stopped and turned, the creature bent its legs backwards and leapt clean over the 7-foot wall like a grotesque game of leapfrog, gone in an instant. The sky dimmed unnaturally fast. A strange twilight washed over the park. I was about to tell my friend what I had seen when the ranger's jeep pulled up beside us. He said the park was closing and insisted on driving us to the gate. We thanked him as we stepped out. He smiled, and for just a fraction of a second his eyes looked yellow, cat-like. Then they were normal again. Did I see something that day that wasn't meant to be seen? And was the ranger there to protect us, or to make sure we left? Some years ago, I worked as a forklift driver on a building site. It was a Saturday morning, quiet, grey, the kind of stillness that hangs over new estates before anyone really lives there. Some houses were finished, others were just skeletons of timber and brick. I unlocked the gates, parked my car, and climbed into the forklift. The engine roared to life. As I turned onto the long muddy trackway, I saw her, a child, walking straight toward the site. No kid should ever be there. I pulled alongside and called out. She turned, startled. I knelt down and told her it wasn't safe. She said her name was Sarah. There was something unusual about her. Platinum blonde hair, eyes so blue they almost didn't look real. Her face pale, her head just slightly too large for her small frame. I asked where her mum was. She pointed toward the new houses. The ground was thick with mud and ruts, so I offered her a piggyback. She agreed. It took about 6 minutes to cross the field. I asked where she was from. She said calmly, Procyon. I asked if that was in Europe. She said no, and just pointed up at the sky. Then she started asking me questions about the buildings, the materials, the methods. Not like a curious child, but like someone studying. When we reached her house, her mum looked shocked, seeing a stranger carrying her daughter. I explained that kids shouldn't be on the building site. She thanked me, but then asked something odd. Did she tell you anything? I said only where she was from. Her eyes widened just for a moment, then she sent Sarah inside. Later that day I told my uncle about it. He went quiet. Then he said Procyon is a star system in Canis Minor, about 11 light years from Earth. I remember the way she looked up at the sky. Was she just an intelligent child with an unusual imagination? Or did I meet someone, something, visiting quietly, unnoticed? And if she really was from Procyon, I sometimes wonder how many others have walked past us without us ever knowing.